Experience the University of Northwestern Ohio College of Technologies.
With these kids getting hands-on experience at the racetrack, racing against some of the best drivers and best mechanics in America, I don't know how you get a more valuable education than that.
Time now for the Steve Brown Memorial. That's right, the Bud Thunderstocks on the track. Jeff Babcock on a pole. That can't be good. David Holland, Billy Seifert, Earnie Woodard, Brad Conover, and Kevin Gossard. Your top 6 cars: Andy Holderman, Tony Anderson, Lenny Guyton, Tony Seifert, Barney Craig, and Jason Jimison, who's been having a great year out of Portage, Ohio. He is now in the 12th starting spot for this feature race. Looking back farther, John Brooks, Tom Williams, Tim Bowen, Jim Hatcher, Chris Douglas, and Tim Rostifer. 13th through 18th, Rostifer out of Jackson Center. And James Post is going to start 19th spot in this feature. So we'll turn these guys loose for 15 laps of pure dirt bliss. And Jeff Babcock, first feature of the year in the Thunderstock. And Mr. Babcock wastes no time going to the front. There he goes. Right by us. Beating the bang going on about mid-pack. Car looking a little squirrely down low, but everything's fine. It is Jeff Babcock taking lap number 1 in the Steve Brown Memorial feature. There's some 4-wide racing for you. Into 3 and 4 they go. We are looking at Barney Craig trying to work underneath the 74 of Lenny Guyton. Andy Holderman in the 38 just behind him. Looks like David Holland on the outside. Great racing going on mid-pack as they try and settle things out. There's Earnie Woodard going by the 62 of Kevin Gossard on the outside. Tony Anderson, current point leader, following him. Anderson cuts it down low, down the back straightaway, trying to work underneath Gossard. We have a caution on the... Oh, look at that. The center's missing out of that tire. Notice no place to screw lug nuts on. That means he's broken that tire rim combination off his hub. And Chris Douglas is dead in the water. Tough luck for Chris. Tough luck. We'll reclaim that tire and get back to some racing. Chris Luck, not on his side. And we'll get ready to go back green. Babcock with Billy Seifert behind him. And the 8 car sitting in 3rd spot right now is Brad Conover, Earnie Woodard in 4th, and Kevin Gossard in 5th. And here comes Babcock down the line. Babcock blows by Seifert on the high side, and away he goes. Right now the race is for 2nd place. Conover puts a slide job on Seifert. Seifert trying to turn down underneath him. A little farther back in the pack. Brian Seifert out front, but here comes Tony Seifert at 25. Tony sitting right about 6th place right now, so some great racing going on everywhere on the track. Woodard and Seifert going at it right now, the 1 and the 0-1. Who's the better one? It's just some great racing there. Gossard looked like he got a little bit high, rubbed the wall a little bit. And Brian Post is spun around in turn 2. So we'll let Brian get her gathered back up. Safety folks pointing everybody high so they can get the necessary assistance over to the 58P car. Except for they will drive away. So Brian, you know I've been saying Brian Post, and that is wrong. That's Jim Post in the stock car. We got so many brothers and cousins and whatnot racing at Limaland. You know it's true. Once a family gets it in them, they just can't not race. And I apologize, Jim Post in the 58 car, Jimmy Post in the 58 car. 01, that is Earnie Woodard out of Kentucky. 22T, Tony Anderson outside of him, Brian Seifert. And another car spun and down low. See if we can get a number there. The 5 car of Williams. Going back racing one more time. It's Jeff Babcock, followed by Brad Conover, followed by Earnie Woodard, followed by Tony Anderson. Here we go, folks. We're going green. Laps are winding down. Who's going to get it done? Conover trying his best to stay with Babcock right now. Out of the corner we go, and Jeff Babcock maintaining his stranglehold on the front. He has led every lap so far. John Burden will be reaching for the white flag very soon, as we have ticked off a fair amount of laps in this race already. Great racing there farther back in the pack between Barney Craig, inside of him, Kevin Gahan. Down the back straightaway they go. Earnie Woodard trying to put the pressure up there on Brad Conover. Jeff Babcock looks in his rearview mirror, doesn't see anybody back there. Says, yeah, let's just go for it. Wow, some up close action right there. It looked like Tony Anderson possibly coming right in your doors. Earnie Woodard and Tony Anderson still trying to settle the spot. Down the back straightaway they go. Great racing going on here. Barney Craig having trouble working his way forward. Just in front of him, the 74G of Lenny Guyton, just behind the 30H of Barney Craig. So Andy Holderman just behind Barney Craig. So Barney pretty much bookcase between a couple green race cars right now. And Andy trying to work underneath him. Out of the corner comes Mr. Babcock. Everything looking very good on that car. Looks like he's holding a nice straight line. Car looks to handle very well through the corners, and I think that's been indicative of Jeff Babcock's driving style. When his car is smooth, man, he's very good at it. Great racing here. A little farther back in the pack. That looks like Seifert and Anderson going at it. Tony Seifert, the one-armed bandit. There's Jim Post in the 54, Seifert there. And, of course, the 62 is Kevin Gossard. Gossard having a pretty good season this year. Not as much up front racing for Kevin as he had last year, but still early in the season, guys getting cars settled out, and that's also part of racing. Tony Anderson and Andy Holderman were battling a little bit ago. We saw that on some footage, but looks like Andy Holderman has a problem and is currently parked down low on the front straightaway. On the restart, we'll line them back up. Here's your top three: Babcock, Conover, Woodard. Fourth and fifth is Tony Anderson and Tony Seifert. So a pair of Tonys after three big dogs. Down the back straightaway we go. Tony Anderson looking to try and put a little extra effort in Earnie Woodard. Let's see if it pays off. Babcock still with the lead. And we got a car going around. It's Jim Post. All right, we'll have to get these guys lined back up. See if we can finish this race. Babcock up front. Brad Conover, Earnie Woodard. Someone's got to want to win this race. Someone. Hey, get out of the way. I'll show you how to win a race. But Mr. Babcock says, no, thank you. Here he comes. Checkered flag. Jeff Babcock, first time back in a car, winning an emotional race. Jeff having been very good friends with the late Steve Brown. Babcock's your winner. Brad Conover in second. Earnie Woodard third. Anderson, Gossard, Seifert, Guyton, Jimison, Brooks, and Roster for your top 10. Looking a little farther back in the pack, Tom Williams, Boo Kinkle is his name, Tony Seifert, Brian Post, Barney Craig, David Holland.